Yo, yo, yo. So this is just a little fun thing just to do. I have to give the shout out to uh Kenshin for uh, I say giving me the idea for this. Kinda. It was more like I couldn't answer your question in regards to like what champs was I looking into. Like there's so many things that I'm like going into for this. Um so main goal for what I'm doing in League is setting like a goal. Like again, Kenshin, you said that. Um and the goal was like originally I was just gonna go back and just play ranked just to see how high I can get. You have no real goal as far as where I was gonna be at. There is no real goal for this, like where I'm gonna be at. Sorry, I turned myself down a little bit. Uh, hella peaking. But anyway, I was gonna be like, okay, cool, and like looking at my history with League, just in general. Actually, do I want to pull that up real quick? Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Me a hot man minute. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know my games now. My champions and ranked queue. There we go. Let's go to ranked. So these are all the seasons, and like season 2, season 1 I didn't play any ranked. Season 3 I think I played rank. Yeah. I don't even remember what rank I got. Pretty sure I got silver here. I think everything I got silver in except for one, which is season 5, which is where I got gold for the first time. You can see Malphite top. Tristana was ADC. Nami was support. Top support. Here's Sejuani. Here's my jungle. Then support, ADC, and then like I was very first in the bot lane coming into League my like first season, and then season 4 I started branching out, started finding out that I liked to like me some mid lane. This Lulu here, this was season 4 Lulu. If you don't know or remember season 4 Lulu, season 4 Lulu, it could be played like mid and support and like a little bit of top. So this is like all three of those things. I hid my Lulu as a multi pick, and I played the ever living hell out of Cassin. The Cassin was very strong in season 4. There was very little counters to him, and I 78% win rate, man. I only like 23 ish games, something like that. But jeez, I dominated. Anyway, again, look at this list, and you'll see this. I don't know how in the world I got a 61% win rate with Lee Sin for such a short amount of time. I have no idea how that happened. But again, even the top 10, you're seeing most of the same stuff, right? ADC, support, and I'm getting confident in my mid lane. Now, season 5, where I did the best overall, still the same. Now, there is a random Nunu here. Again, I say to you, where is everything else? You got top, ADC, mid. This is exclusively support now, because that shenanigans went away. Support, top lane again, mid lane, and then just garbage random champions I played. I don't even think I ever went really back hard into League again after this. Yeah, I don't think I really did. And I've been gone since then. And it's been just random stuff now. Cool. Alright. Just to visualize what I seen for myself is that I do not and have not in ranked games played junglers to a high level. Not even a high level, just decent level. Like I want to do that at least once and see how far I can go with it. Now I'm indecisive as shit. And I don't know what type of jungler I am yet. But just kind of just going through what champions I've played before. I'm just even looking at most of the list that I showed, right? Just going through top lane, Sion, Malphite. You'd be like, well, tanks. This is true, tanks. I did play a lot of Nasus at the top as well. I also feel really comfortable playing Mundo. Again, you say tank. I'm also going to say a lot of these guys have Qs that auto reset to, which seems to be what I like with a lot of my melee champions. Someone who has a Q that can do stuff and quick cooldown and reset the auto. Like I like the Q feeling of Nasus Q. I love the Q on Mundo. That's really cool. I like Kennen. I play Kennen top. I got a Q. We throw that out from safety. Whatever. Just feels good. I don't know. Another thing most of those champions all have in common are mostly late game monsters. They're usually mid to late game is when they kind of start getting activated. And then if you go to mid lane, you see my favorites are gonna be Malzahar is like a go-to. Veigar is a go-to for sure. I played a bit of Orianna. I still need to play a bit more of her. She's definitely a way more of a skill ceiling than I could imagine. But still feel comfortable on her. I could always go back to Kassadin too. It's just like kind of like Kassadin's in a weird spot with runes and stuff. And with these ADCs coming up in mid is just like not a good time. In your early levels, later levels you destroy them suckers. Then we talk about ADCs. ADCs is the only really weird one for me. Oh, brand mid. And yeah, ADCs, right? Now my ADCs look a little bit weird. You see like no Misfortune on the games that I play, but I play a lot of Misfortune. Probably because I play a lot of casters, and again, the Q thing is back with Misfortune. Using my Q as a damaging tool feels really, really good. Sivir, I do the same thing with Sivir. I like Sivir. I like pushing your face in with Sivir. But she's also very much a mid to late game champion. Misfortune is probably one of my rare few decent early game champions that I really have. That like I'm trying to beat you in lane kind of thing. And I play anything in support. There's very little anything in support I can't play outside of like maybe like the newer champions that I don't know what they do. I'm completely and utterly. Or I just haven't played them before or whatever. I can eventually play them to some extent if I try. Support season. So just going through most of the champions I like to play. See right here, things looking for. Mid late game power spike champ. A lot of champions that I have in my pool in general, which seems to always be something that's a key factor, is that they come online really hard to the mid to late game. So mid to late game is like mid game is like somewhere between like 6 and like 11. But like when you get your ultimate, you're essentially about to hit the mid game. I think some people say it's like around 7 and 8. Is where the mid game is. It's pretty much like equivalent with like when you're able to get like your first 1 to 2 items. So I don't know where that's going to be where that's going to be, but that's like the mid game. You need to get an item first, generally, and then you're online kind of situation. So that's like the biggest thing I'm looking for. Just through jungling, I like safe first clears. If the clear is not safe, even with a leash, I also make it to where I kind of will set it to where I won't have a leash. There's just sometimes where like you get invaded, where you can't get a leash or something goes wrong. I still want to be confident that I don't need a leash. It's not a requirement, but I kind of like want to be healthy coming out of the jungle if I can. A decent speed. Pretty much you should be able to clear your whole full clear just as or before the scuttles come up. Generally I have seen most of the ones that I play can like kind of get there, just for like jungle aspect, that's for knowledge wise. You get level 4 if you do all of your full clear of your camps, but a lot of the champions won't be able to clear up to the last camp, so it's either going to be your Grugs or your Gromp before Scuttle comes up, and you need to grab Scuttle. It's so important to grab Scuttle. It dissuades, especially like I'm figuring that you kind of want to get bottom Scuttle a lot because Dragon's coming up first, and if you get bottom Scuttle, you are completely, utterly dissuading, and almost forcing the enemy jungler to go top, and try to get anything else. Like any pre-wards that someone might put on there, they can't do it, or they're afraid to do it. So this is like a weird thing here, like above 50% win rate at gold level. Like people who are playing in gold. I don't need it. I don't need anything as far as Emerald Plus. I don't care. Like maybe I should, but I don't. A little too high for my aim at this moment in time. But pretty much them being at 50% is, as I'm fine, regardless if they're like really like S tier or B tier, right? If they have an average of 50% win rate and a decent pick rate, then I'm like, I mean, there's something in there. And then low ban rate. This is pretty important to me as well. I want to be able to pick my chain. Like if I'm good at it, I don't want it to get picked out, like, or banned out. It's really, really annoying. So, doing this, and I'm planning to try and do the video I saw and posted is a 2T rotation split where you have 2 mains that do not move and then 2 mains that move, that you can cycle in and out. So I'm more than likely going to want that 2 and 2, and then probably like within a month or 2 rotate the other 2 out, for what I feel like. So yeah, I have like the list here. I have nothing that is set in stone because I have not fully confident in any jungler in, like, I don't know, like I want to play this every single game, or like for myself, if I get picked mid and I'm like, well, I don't know what to pick, or I don't know who I'm picking into, or I don't know what the rest of my team is picking, whatever like that, I'm gonna default to Mouse. I'm gonna default to Veigar, because no matter what the other end is going to be, I know I can do relatively well. I go top, and I'm gonna go Mundo, Gnosis, and like now Yorick. I put Yorick in there. Now I play a couple games with Yorick because he's easy. ADC, I know what I'm gonna pick for the most part. How you like want to try hard and win, I know, or try to help. This is what I want to play, right? I don't know what that is for me in jungle. I don't have that, so I'm trying to find that. So the maybe so far are Gwen, Vi, and Briar. Gwen is just because Gwen, I have always liked Gwen's design. I like the character. The character is cool. I like the blue. I love blue, and purple. Crazy enough, if you look at Cassin and Malzahar, Lulu, Mundo, like, there's a lot of purple champions in that pool. I was like, yes, I know, it is. But yeah, going just aesthetically and like her skins, except for like the Groove one or the Cafe one that she has, I don't care less about that one. But her other skins are pretty dope. Vi might get bumped out of this maybe. Just because the amount of nerfs that have indirectly hit her has like she's about to get bounced out of this because of this rule here. In almost, let me check actually before I say stuff that don't actually matter. So a couple sites that I have here. Where's Vi? Here's Vi here, that's sitting on a 49% on their list of numbers. I just pass her. No, here she is. Yep, 49. Who else has numbers? This one does. 49. So I think that stays consistent. Let me see. I think she like gets some love. Yeah. As it goes lower in ranks, she's a little better. No, see, it goes back to 49 again. Bronze. Iron. Let me see. Yeah. Like she's consistently below 50%. Which she's never been nerfed. It's just that her runes and stuff and items that she used to use, like this has been nerfed to living hell, and this isn't valuable. Well, not saying not valuable, but like, how many junglers do you see building Trinity Force? Like this is like a top laner item. So it just seems like there's like item issues in what she wants to do. I don't know. It's weird. So she's very well into very soon might get bumped up out of this maybe. Like I have to think about it. Briar is just like the new Vi to an extent, but Briar's easy, Briar's simple, and she is fun. So these are the three maybes. Darius and Demo are just I'm gonna play those just shits and giggles. I'm like trying, but not really. I do like there's like a York jungle thing too. I don't know if you even saw that in the last thing right here. There's a York jungle. Right here, like with like 55% win rate, but like a 0.5. Like why is Olaf? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. He's like a 0.6% pick rate. So barely a pick rate, but it's above Darius now, which is crazy. It's like even like close to Skarner. Again, wild to me. So I don't know what this York and Mordekaiser too. So I don't know what is happening here with this. I definitely I don't even think that makes sense. This is wild. But like yeah, it's something to maybe look at. Things I have interest in right now is Kindred. Just because I have a bunch of skins for Kindred for some reason, because I keep getting Kindred skins unlocked for some reason. Not like a random chest and shit, whatever. Echo, I like Echo, cool champion. Diana, just because everyone keeps saying I should play Diana, I do not know why. Viego, because he matches the Q reset thing. I kind of like that. Volibear, just because Volibear is showing to have a decent win rate. Kha'Zix and Lilia, because again, I'm going to probably remove her completely because of this, but I will try her regardless. Off the table list: Nocturne, Amumu, Nunu, Warwick, Udyr, Fizz. Now I'm just gonna say these ones off the rip before I go to brand. Is I'm just so bored playing these characters. I am so bored. And you're like, why are you be bored of Fiddlesticks? And Fiddlesticks is legitly just his ultimate. I'm sorry. Now I'm probably making some people mad, but without his ultimate, who was scared of like Malphite? What was Malphite fin to do? Run at you? What's Fiddlesticks fin to do at you? Like, I don't like that. Udyr's like feels boring. Warwick is hella boring. Nunu is hella boring. Amumu is hella boring. And these are like, if you look at like these picks here, consistently, these are like some of the better like 54% win rate at 10% pick rate. That's really good. 3% pick rate, 53% win rate. And there's Warwick and Nocturne. Like these are like some of the superior. Oh, Shyvana, I forgot to put her in there. Oh, and Morgana. I'm starting to remember some champions I wanted to put on this list. But yeah, you can see there's some of the, and this makes sense in gold because you should be focusing on like what's making jungle easy. Jungle is easy on offense. Jungle was easy as Udyr. Jungle was easy as Jungle was easy. Like there's no problem with just having everything else that I was asking for. This list has the same thing too. Udyr, just Ka here, just Volibear here. Right, Moon was a little slower down for some reason. Nocturne. This one's pretty much the same. Moon, Nocturne, Warwick. This one has Udyr a little further down. That's weird. But yeah, they're too boring. I just can't. I'm not engaged. So yeah, I'm going to try to figure out what I want. I gotta add some stuff to here that I was just seeing, right? That wasn't on my list before. So oh yeah, Brand. Brand is off of it. I just did a game with Brand. I won it, but issue, they definitely neutered the hell out of his clear, not only his clear speed, but his clear health at the same time. He is very unsafe. Farming. Teemo is way safer than Brand jungle, which is crazy to say. But he gets low as hell. So if you're jungling, just know that sucker is at like 30 to 40% HP the whole time. Like, it does not feel safe. Like, if I ran into a Shaco or anything that can invade very, very easily, I'm getting my kicked in with Brand. Like, it's crazy how low he gets now. I don't like it. I'm actually fine with putting Morg up here because I'm just good at Morg in general. So yeah, that's my philosophy, and I'm gonna figure this shit out. Oh yeah, Kane is in here. Kane was in there. Hecarim was in here, but Hecarim is over here. Hecarim just feels bad if I don't have like a team, or like I don't know, if I'm not ahead. Which like, oh no, I say every champion. Nah, it feels worse. You ain't ahead, you ain't doing jack dilly boo boo nothing on that character. There's nothing you're doing. You just need to go throw yourself over a bridge. It sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. So these are my ideas, my thoughts, and hopefully I have an update to figure out what is going on. But yeah.